My name is Ahmad Malcolm Alexander Gums, and I just want to give you some information about the industry and what they do and the sacrifices you have to make to be a so-called superstar. Yeah, one of them so-called superstars. And I realized that to get on, you get on the right way with just like your sheer talent. But what they do is they do a process called internal torture, and what they do is they use these cells. Uh, wait, let me grab. All right, so in the brain, right, you got these things called papses, and they look like this. Right, these papses. Let me get that right there. It's called the paps. You see it? And what they do is it sends melatonin back and forth to the brain. So what they do with these micro biopsy cells is they use these cells to like push them up to create a stronger, you know, or whatever, which I think drives you crazy. Um, and I got this information from Lindsay Lohan, and she was telling me that the internal torture, and she has to suck out all your organ juices, and she uses that and she puts that in her body with her crew, um, and it really drove me crazy because I'm like, before I heard this, she was like, you can sign these papers and we'll put you on in the industry as like a rap artist, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm down for it. And then until I finally days and days, I'm like, raw, with the paper and stuff, and she's like, we're over here under like some type of proton reactor, some type of invisibility cloak or some shit like that, and she's like in my body and shit, torturing me and shit, and uh, and I don't know, and and what gets me is that like not only did she bring her team over here, it's like about 8 people or something like that, but um, she's torturing me right now. She tortured me for like about 7, 8 months, and she told me that I'll never be able to become a rapper or a pro skateboarder or anything like that, and she's just gonna like lock one of her octaves or whatever, and like they use these weird things like these microphones and cameras, and they put in your body, without you knowing, because they're under some weird cloak that reflects the sun's light or whatever light, and just makes them invisible because they have it on. So um let me give you and this also brings back the study of higher conscious levels, higher planes of conscious, because with this micro biopsy cells, they can control them in your body to like lift different passes and twist and turn things, and and that's how they were able to reach that level, because the fucking Mayan nigga was on that, and he gave it to a white man. That white man brought over here, and that's why they talk about things like soul staining and stuff like that, because they be dwelling in people's bodies and going in their bodies and like fucking shit up, taking niggas' dreams away. That's what they do. That's what most people in the industry do. And I'm not talking about no A, B, or C list. I'm talking about those D listers and those E listers. They be taking niggas' dreams and hopes away. So uh you know, and I've been it boggled my mind for a second. When I was here on days and days out, and what they do? They use a microbiopsy to like fuck with one of your eyes so you can't see. And you can tell if somebody's a part of the industry because they have like shiny eyeballs, and they have like a big bridge, and they have like, and they fuck with your eyeball, to like, oh shit, they fuck with your eyeball to an extent where you can't see out of a part of your eye, because I can't see right now. And I've been like this for about 7, 8 months. I'm just trying to see if anybody can like help me with this dilemma. If anybody knows anything about this, that can contact me. Um, just hit my inbox. About this. You know, and um, it's crazy because with that much brain power, or like multitasking in your brain, where you can control somebody internally with microphones and the silicone uh materials that they use to make shit go invisible, and they throw shit in your eyeball to go in your body and shit like that. Like, I told them I don't want anything to do with it. You know what I mean? Just take all this shit out. I'd rather not be famous or anything and have to live with, this shit in my body. If, like, you're gonna be like controlling my life and shit. Like, when I was like 5 years old, I can remember I wanted to be like a rap star or some famous person. I wanted to be like globally famous, in the States famous, something like that. And then for her, Lindsay Lohan, and her crew to come and tell me, I'm gonna take your dreams. I'm just gonna lock lies with you so you can just not be famous, and then die when I die or some shit like that. I won't be able to accomplish any of my dreams, any goals that I had set out. And she's talking about deleting my memories and shit, and like using this sort of thing that with your third eye, when your third eye opens, using that type of feeling to like delete your memories and get rid of shit. And fucking with your body, trying to make you like look ugly and shit. And I have a heritage where my hair turns gold, so she's talking about making my hair bed and my hair, like making me bald or some shit like that, on my hair weak, so like it won't do that, so I won't be like I won't like attract like a big crowd or anything like that. But I really need some help with this. I'm still being like tortured, and she's still like talking to me out of my brain and out of my chest, and like I can't even think anymore. So please, like, if somebody like hit my inbox and tell me if they have any information about the Illuminati, or how to like stop her from doing this. Okay, thank you for your time.